I guess if I look at HR for the future, I think it's about technology, it's about data and analytics, and it's about our capability. We have got to think about our capability, how we do our job, and what we want to do. Technology, don't we all love it? So today, we've got probably an HRIS system, we've got standalone systems that probably don't talk to each other, and we have got, hallelujah, the spreadsheet. Okay, so that's what we're currently working with, and I call it a systems of record. Nothing wrong with that. But the reason why people don't do analytical thinking is because it's too bloody hard. Because I've got crap data, terrible spreadsheets, they don't talk to each other, so why the hell shall I bother? I'll just carry on and do the normal stuff. The challenge is that this stuff is here, smart technology, whether that's AI, I call it augmented intelligence, not artificial, whether it's machine learning, that's the same thing as AI, or deep learning, that's also the same thing as machine learning and AI. It's all about automation and a different way of doing things. The only thing I miss about IBM is my learning app. Because the learning app had all my profile, all the things I was supposedly quite good at, some of the things that I'm supposedly not very good at. There was quite a long list that, okay. And what it also did is it started to track what I went searching for. So it then said, oh, the chatbot used to wake me up and say, oh, Dave, you're in Vienna today. Oh yeah, it's got a GPS thing on it. So it's, oh, hope you've got a brolly because it's raining in Vienna type of thing. And I'm like, yeah, okay. But what it does is it then says, you were looking 3 weeks ago for design thinking articles in HR. There's a new one come out from Harvard, we've just sent it to your inbox. Now that's personalized learning for me. And it used to collect all the learning that I did. The strategy was that we have to do Think 40 every year. So every one of the 330,000, there's probably 329,999 now I've left, but there is, every one of them has to demonstrate 40 hours of learning a year. And that comes from the CEO. So the technology is a way of building a more personalized employee experience. That's what technology is about. This is just giving you an overview about the different types of analytics. I'm not going to bore you with it, but most activity is down this end, and it's important. You must keep doing it. But does the CEO really want to have a dashboard full of HR rubbish that doesn't really rock his boat? He wants to know, how much is this costing me? What do I need to do to sort it? How could you predict what's going to happen? And that's what this is about. And you know, you don't need to be doing this, because ultimately, smart technology will do this analytics thing for you. That's my dream, because I don't want to look at SPSS and Python R and all those analytical tools. They just kill you. But I think the key thing here is just to try and give you an example. You know, I feel like a lot of people have been ill this month, and you would know that. And you can read the slide and you can see. But the key thing here is the problem is it's flu. It's increased by this. Just think about the cost to vaccinate. What would be the cost of absence? And therefore, that's the difference of the cost-based approach to something, as opposed to, oh, the absence has gone up by 12% this month. Yeah, it's nice that, isn't it? We've got to think in a different way about how do we turn our HR stuff into something that the business understands and, more importantly, wants to do something about. The critical thing for me, cost of employee time, is the largest single factor that HR ignore. If you're interested in analytics, best book to read is The Power of People. It's got some really good quotes by some really reasonable people about analytics. That's me. But the key thing here is what I'm trying to get across to you is I think the ones in green are what we as HR practitioners should be focusing on. What's the business problem we're trying to solve? What are some of the things that are going on that we're trying to make sense of? There are lots of very smart people. Finance teams, rewards people are very good with the numbers, the comp and ben people, brilliant with numbers and statistics. We don't need to do that, but what we do need to do is we need to make sense of it and relay it back to the business and start to say, this is the story that I'm telling you. And that's not about 40 slides of PowerPoint numbers, 2 slides that's basically saying, here's the problem and here's what we need to do. That's what we need to think of, and we need to change our mindset. These are just some of the things from my work with various organizations. These are the things that people that excel at analytics, this is what they do. For me, the most important is they get the basics right. Pointless having crap data, because guess what crap data is? Crap outputs. We've also got to make sure that please do not think that just because you're doing an analytics project that you will always get a solution to the problem. It doesn't work like that. Sometimes the data tells you absolutely diddly squat.